I was always someone who had like 12 activities, and I still am someone who does that in that way. Like, just that's how I make my life. Once or twice I took some classes that are like a high schooler's art camp. I took a watercolor class, and that one was significant because I like was taught how to do like this beach scene with like a boat and then like a winter scene. So to try to like get you to use the white of the paper and then also get you to like cover it with color. And I really liked that class, and it came very easily to me for whatever reason with the watercolor. And I remember my great aunt Selma, who did watercolor painting, and I actually have a lot of her watercolors because watercolors last forever. I remember showing her that from like that lesson from that camp. She was like, "You should stop playing flute and soccer and all this other stuff. You have to paint. Like, you did this in what, a camp? Like, no, like, stop doing everything else. And like, you should just paint." And that like very much stands out in my mind after that camp. It's really interesting because my grandmother did oil painting, my great aunt did watercolor, my aunt does quilting, my dad does photography, my mom does fused glass art. So it was inevitable that I would have something artistic that I enjoyed because that's just the environment I grew up in. And making time to do art is really important. And I think it wasn't advice per se, but I did see, my dad is now retired and he's spending so much time on photography. And he's like, and I share my paintings with him. He shares like photos with me. And it's just funny because he's like, you spend so much time on this. That's so awesome. Like, I wish I like carved out more time when I was younger to like do that. And he's like, now I'm like really embracing it, but like, it's great that you're like, never forget to like make time for it. Cause I think we can all say we're busy, right? But like, when everything is okay and you're in a good mental health state and you have control over your time and you're creating time for things that you love to do, I think that's just really important. So that's kind of what I try to remind myself. Like, I don't want to be 70 and like wishing that I painted more. And it's like, well, why not just paint more now? Because I really like it.